Hello and welcome to the 8th battle. Battle slot number 8. We have Rattenfanger and their two very distinct styles fighting against Aquifer defenses. If you're well versed in TPD history, you may recognize a few of these designs. They look cool, large emplacements. But on the other side we have Aura crafts. Look at this. Cargo craft with guns, yes please. Kinda a GT ripoff, but still good. Literally Metal Gear. I'm gonna come back and get some good B-roll on this, but without further ado, let's get the battle a rolling. Oh my lordy lord. Walker bread, thank you. Forgot how laggy walkers are. Put you down to here. No, I want to see the trails fire. Just slow the game down. The barrel takes some damage. Uh-oh. What's happening here? Doesn't look that damage. Oh, diff spam versus the walkers. It's really odd that this one already grounded itself. It's gonna open him up to getting flamed. I don't even have anything to say. This is just too cool. Oh, I wish it could go a little bit faster because this is slowed down so much. Battle should be done in like probably 5 minutes, but this is half the speed, so 10 minutes. What? This has been taking a bit of plasma shots, but from my initial observations, boom. I think they're not density max. No, they look to be density maxing. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Walker seems to be taking quite a lot of damage. He even has little things for the feet. That's awesome. Whoa! Now that is scenic right there. Split in half, falling to the ground. Event help. Recheck your strength level again. Either way, this is still awesome. One of the artilleries are down. What's up with you? Guess you just have zero turning capability or something. Huh. I guess that's intentional then. There's a separator right here. If you intentionally made your craft split in half just so it would look cool, man. Man. The Crams have been doing solid work against their perfect target, which is emplacements. But they seem to be quite inaccurate. Some of you might be a little scared that I have auto detect off. Still at 0.99. Hello, when I shift caps, I want you to put me in the cram cannon. Thank you. Odd that it's overshooting that much. It's been pretty consistent. I wonder if stability's causing it an issue. Yeah, this wasn't built correctly, so there's a little bit of gap underneath. Meaning if you throw enough high explosive right behind it, it'll just seep up to the bottom. Cause fires like that too. We're gonna get a collision here. No collision. Interesting. The airships are solidly doing their job. What happened to you? He flipped over. He's tired. He needs an eepee. this is kind of the one thing about walkers is once you knock out one of their legs, they basically just self-destruct. Unless you're very careful and paranoid about that happening and you prevent it. Which is just really, really irritating to do. And if you do essentially cripple them, they're basically stuck sitting in the back lines, not able to advance. In this case, it's fine because they're all pretty much artillery crafts. So they just sit back and do their thing. Especially the big guy. I think in every season of TPD, there has been at least one walker, or at least one faction that predominantly uses walkers. Season 2, I think 2 nations do that. I don't think there was no, there was a siege walker in season 2. That was the Catadrax. In season 1, there was the Revelator with the giant siege laser. This is kind of a mix of both not really the Catadrax, but it's got its laser, it's got its cram, it's got its big back legs. Oh, ooh. Direct hit, hello? Underneath, not direct hit. That's a direct hit. That's also a miss. I think the crams might need a little bit more tuning to them, because I don't seem to be doing enough damage. Alright, let's do a little status check to see how things are going. What are you doing? Guess this is the one I wanted me to go to. Well, you're doing your job, that's the very least. Uh-oh. Major collision there. Small guys have done a pretty good job surviving. And I think they're a little bit more resilient with leg damage than the big guy. But I'm not sure because I didn't build the craft. Now that looks like some critical damage right there. I think those I think they're mortars? No, these are mortars. I think those emplacements were doing the most damage to the flying crafts, and the flying crafts are doing the most damage to the little crafts, and the little crafts are doing the most damage to the small guy, the walkers, and the walkers are doing the most damage to the... This may be a rat victory. It might take a while, though. Comical size difference. you are in fact probably going to hit. Ugh. The barrels might need more accuracy. Which is such a rare thing to need for crams. Because it's just like you just shoot them and they hit. You don't really need to worry about the accuracy, but you might need to lengthen them by double. Yeah, he's toast. Smaller guys are going to be making their advance, so it looks. The airships will probably be doing their thing. See if I can speed this up just a little bit. It's going to get a little crunchy. I apologize. Oh. Emplacements are taking damage. There he is. He looks to be toast. Yep. It's one emplacement down. One mortar. Second one looks to be soon. Yeah, there's something to be said about having just a bunch of small crafts. Because you can essentially have these little DPS damage dealers that never ever ever get shot at because they're so small and they don't have a lot of FP per unit. And then you just have one big guy in the back that just draws all the fire. So then these guys do their job safely, cheap armor, almost none. You can just do that for half the round. All the big guys. The big guys. Target prile bait. Slightly irritating, but that's the nature of FTD and its target prile system. Unless you just stop ignoring size and go based on distance, but then you backpedal if you try to keep your range. Then fights get spread out so much, which is good, but it's not that scenic. I'm going to take this moment to check the chat just in case something happened. I forgot about the Oblivament because it kind of just sat in the back and did nothing. The Catadrax was much more cooler because it sat in the front and did everything. And also acted as target prio bait. Bongo, you can't bait me. And you know what? If I wasn't streaming, sucks to suck, I guess. Wait for the video to come out. I would have turned on the stream. It's one emplacement down on the left. 2, 3, okay. Making slow and steady work for the sake of, thank you. So, it's you. I think, therefore I am. I'm gonna disable the movement. Just so... Nope, that doesn't seem to be doing anything, so I will not. You may want to include something to prevent it from shredding itself when it can't walk. This guy's doing his job perfectly. Guess I didn't time it right. So far, this looks to be one of the closest battles yet. And also, the biggest battle yet. But the diff emplacements, the mortars, they look to be... Those at least die really cool. Just go... Looks like the diff emplacements are out of ammo and they'll be reloading in the next 2 years. Should make this clean up much faster. You are AI dead. One of those is AI dead. The other one is about to be dead. There we go. Once it despawns, I'll pause it there and call the battle. Very cool battle, very cool crafts, very close battle in fact. Your AI dead. There we go. Thank you for watching. This has been the 7th battle. I believe the last one too. I will see you in the next battle.